Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a Fusion 360 CAD drawing, and we're going to then put it onto the 3D printer. I think what I'll do is I'll split this up into two separate videos, because some people like watching the CAD part of it and others just like watching the 3D printing. So what I intend to do is make something fairly useful. I've got an Arduino circuit board, small circuit board, that I want to make a enclosure for it, and I'm going to 3D print it. So we'll get straight into Fusion 360. This is the opening screen for Fusion 360. I have the grid turned off, is my preference. It'll pop up when you start drawing. Now, for new starts, it's probably a good practice to get into, rather than go here and sort of pick the line tool each time. There is a shortcut key, and it's the letter L on your keyboard. Okay, we're going to sketch with a 2-point rectangle. We're going to pick a face now. Look, at this stage it really doesn't matter which face you choose, but you want to work from the top, which is the X up here. Now I'll show you how to change that later. So we're going to choose that face there. What we're going to do, we're going to start drawing this little box for our Arduino. Now we're going to start off with this center point here. Now this is like an anchor point for our drawing. So we're going to left click, pull out to a rough size of what we want, and then we're going to dimension this. Okay, highlight this, right click, and then we're going to go to the dimension tool, and we're going to pull it out, and in our case we want 75 millimeter. Press enter. There's a few pins in here that I want to put that the Arduino is going to actually sit on. There's drillings in the Arduino circuit that will line up with this, and it'll hold it there firm. Just going to put 4 circles here. No particular size. We'll redimension them in a minute. Okay, so we have our pins there, which Arduino is going to mount onto. Now we need to dimension these. So in this case it's going to be 5.5. Okay, so then we need to extrude. So we're going to extrude that 20 millimeters. Press enter. See, now I've made a mistake there. That needs to be material, but it's okay. We're going to put some chamfers on here, I think. So what we can do is going to modify and put some fillets in. And we're going to fillet some edges. That one that one, that one, that one. I'm going to say I think we're going to go probably 5mm fillet. Yeah, that looks okay. So very quickly we've filleted that. Okay. That makes it look a lot better. Now, it doesn't really matter how you go about drawing this. It's the end result you're after. You know, so providing you get to the what you want, it's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shell this out. But first I think I'm going to add some material. So there's several ways of doing that. Let's go the easiest way. Let's go back to sketch. We want to offset that by a further 2mm, I believe. And press OK. Okay. And like I say, it doesn't matter how you go about you doing this, as long as you get the end result that you require. So choose that. Extrude it down minus 20mm. That's exactly what we want. We'll press enter. I mean, I've got over in this slightly wrong way, but there you go. And I mean, you know, sort of, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. You can always go back or redo. It really doesn't matter as long as you get to the end result that you want. There's no particular right way, I don't think. And now we're going to offset inwards this time, I think. Going to flip in 2mm. Okay, so there we have. So now what we need to do is select these individual circles that we drew and draw them out into the main body, to extrude them into the main body and make these pins. They're going to have holes in them as well, but I'll draw those in and show you how to do that a little bit later. We only want to come up 8mm with that. Okay, so now what we want to do is select these again, because we want to make a little hole down in there, because we want to put a little screw in, 3D print the hole. Okay, so I want to make 4 little holes here. So the easiest way to do this is come here and say I want a 2mm hole there. Okay, so we've got mounting pins now with the holes in them. So we're sort of happy with that. Our unit has been drawn and shelled out, and we have radiuses on the corner. So now this end I need to remove some material here. So what I want to do is I want to make some cutouts here. So it's necessary to come here to construction and go offset plane, and I want to create an offset plane here. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to sketch on that offset plane. What I'm actually doing now is, if you press your center scroll button down of your mouse, you can move the item around bodily. If you press the center scroll button down on your mouse and the shift, you can actually move it around in space and have a good look around. It doesn't matter how you draw, you know, you're drawing, or you construct your model, providing you get to the, you know, the sort of end result that you're looking for. It really doesn't matter how you get there. So there you go, there's our part, basically speaking. I'm just going to make a lid for that now, which is fine. Do you know, I'll alter this drawing, alter this model slightly. I'm going to put two lugs on here to be able to screw our cap on. I don't want to put screws down through, because the screws will be used in this instance here on these posts to screw the Arduino into the box securely. So we're going to modify this now, and okay, so we're going to modify from here. I think I can do this, and we're going to say that we want to sketch, and we want to sketch a circle, and we want a circle to be on here about midpoint, which is there, like so. Actually, it's going to be slightly bigger. It's going to have to be 6 millimeters. So I can 6.0, enter, enter, and that's my German Shepherd. So basically, there we have our finished item. I'm sure you don't want me to show you how to draw the lid for this, but you know, I'll do it later on. So there's our part for our little container that we're going to 3D print for our Arduino circuit. So you can see there's no real, I suppose, correct method, absolute correct method of drawing up an item in Fusion 360, providing you get to the end result that you want and you make your part. There's no, I suppose, particular way of doing it. So I hope I've shown you some easy ways of actually using Fusion 360. I mean, it's really no great mystery. And I will make more parts over the coming months and show you some more complex parts as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please join me for the next video where we'll 3D print this. We're going to save this now as an STL file and export it to Flash Forge, and then we'll 3D print it. So thank you for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and if you come to my channel you'll see videos on wood turning, CNC milling, CNC routing, also laser. So I think there's something there for everyone. So bye for now.